This the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, broadcasting live on weekends, exclusively on Facebook and the Four Walls Foundation YouTube channel. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Let's Get It Sports Talk, the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. I'm one of the hosts, Doc Bryce, and here to my left, I have one of the other hosts, Marcus Bullock, Coach Marcus Bullock, pardon me, MB, and also Coach Fred Battie, FB. And we're here. Listen, this might be the first time we came on during the afternoon on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's
sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, you never know when we pop in.
Never know.
But listen, we got some good talk for you guys or whatever. But first and foremost, let's start with, let's start with FB. How you doing? Because I know your team's playing right now. So what's going on, FB?
I'm good.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. It's the time of year where our moods are dictated by how our professional teams are playing.
Okay.
So hopefully we get a win. So it's start to a good week.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. What about you? MB? How you doing, man?
I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Is everything okay? Is there anything that we could do?
I'm a little bit of recovery right now.
Okay.
That's about it. I'm gonna keep it right there.
Okay, all right.
Just recovering.
I mean, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. I was going to go there, but I said no. But the interesting thing is my brain told me, had it been the other way around, I feel like somebody would have went there. I don't know who, but it would have been one person. I don't know who.
But I think you know me well enough. No, it wouldn't have been.
No, it wouldn't have been you. I mean, you might have sent her eyes, though. Something
maybe.
Light. You would have said something like maybe.
If it was a sweep, maybe, or if it was something crazy, like. But nah.
Okay, nothing too crazy.
Nothing,
all right. And listen, fellas, we have another member of the show I haven't heard from. Okay, so listen, I just want to make sure, if you can check on him, are you okay, bro? We just want to make sure you're all right. Just give a little shout out or something. I don't know, but listen, we'll talk about that. But most recently, the Eagles won, right? And unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to watch the game, man. I had a studio session, but tell me about it. Like, what happened? They won though, right?
They won 20-16, I believe, against the lowly Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's a win,
okay.
But I think, for a lot of the people that were saying coming out of the bye, we just needed the bye. Now they'll figure everything out. They'll right the ship. To come out and have the kind of game they did is not looking too promising.
Right.
I mean,
where were the errors though on both sides of the ball? Pause.
So the defense didn't play terrible. I mean, they had 5 sacks.
Okay.
I think there was a special teams touchdown in there too.
Okay.
And then a bunch of field goals. But it just wasn't. They gave up, I think, 2 or 3 fourth down conversions by the defense
to the Cleveland Browns.
and then the offense, they only scored 20 points. This is supposed to be the team with all the weapons and this and that to go out there and put up 20 on what some people are saying is the worst team in football.
Right.
After the bye week, Cleveland's coming off. This is their 3rd straight road game. That's not.
Wow.
It's just not looking good. Not looking good.
Now, how did my boy Hurts play? I mean, even though they only scored 20 points, because that could be indicative of how he played. But at the same time, you know what? I'm starting to think that Systems and Flowers is not the right guy. I'm starting to think that. So, how did Hurts do? I didn't watch the game, so.
From what I looking at it, he didn't play great. He didn't play terrible. It was just like
just okay, game manager.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He was 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Okay.
16 for 25.
Praise God for that. Okay.
For no interceptions.
Right, absolutely.
But I don't know. It just didn't seem like. You know how when you have some of the quarterbacks back there, you're just confident something good's about to happen.
It didn't seem like he had control.
It just didn't seem like that.
Okay, so, I got you. Yeah. Well, is my boy Brown back? AJ Brown?
Everybody's back.
Everybody's back. Everybody's ready to go. So I don't understand. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. I don't know. What do you think about this FB? They, only losing the 4 to the to the lowly Cavs. I mean, I said the Cavs. I said the Cavs, the Browns. How do you feel about that?
A win's a win. It's obviously it's obviously good to come back for them and get a win.
Sure.
But I think they're feeling the effects of not having that consistency with the coordinators, and they're doing different things, and they're still trying to mesh some pieces. So, I'm obviously happy with the start the Eagles are off to.
Right.
I want to see them looking great. But they do need some work. Hurts doesn't look the same. So, I don't know.
Maybe
you would think you add another weapon in Saquon and your offense would be booming, and right now it's not.
Right. Is there such thing as you could be over-weaponized?
I don't know.
I don't think in football really.
Yeah, because he still has his touchdown for the Lions. He still has he goes to AJ Brown more than anybody. Like so, I don't think it's not like he's trying to spread the ball around too much. It's I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to think like at some point when you have all these weapons, it's got to be something with coaching, because I think when you put. You can put an average quarterback back there. You would think with all these weapons and a very good offensive line as well,
sure, and
have success.
Right.
So I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't really get it.
How do you guys feel that Sirianni doesn't call plays offense or defense?
Well, I think that's indicative of them not having faith in him. You know what I'm saying? So he's almost like, is he almost like Sam Rothstein? You know what I'm saying? Like, because Sam ain't really calling no shots, right?
Yeah.
Is he just placed there, right? I don't know. That's the thing. It almost seems like, why are you still there if you're not? What are you doing?
Kind of speaks to the consistency part, because even if he was the offensive guy calling the plays, like, because how it is now is when they get good, their coordinators are just getting picked.
Yeah,
right.
And they're going to different places, so you don't have that consistency from year to year, and I think that's where you see. That's where you're seeing the issues on the offensive side of the ball.
But let me
or defensive side. Like, you're just losing. You don't have that continuity.
It almost sounds like you don't have like a warden, for lack of I don't even like that time. Not a warden, but almost like somebody that's calling the shots. Everybody has power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's not one person. So that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, please help us with this. What does he do? He's you know what? He's like the Tommy of the NFL. He don't got no job, yo.
But like the thing, like everybody keeps saying he's the CEO, head coach, like where everybody. But like that, I think that can work if the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator have to answer to you.
Right.
Like, all right, so we're gonna sit down here and figure out what this offensive game plan is together, and then you're gonna go run it. Like, but that doesn't happen. Kellen Moore does his own thing. Vic Fangio does his own thing, and then it's like, so I don't know. It's
the players are going to listen to the person that's instructing them
for sure.
So Sirianni's out the mix.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So they don't even view him as head. They view the other people, and in some ways, they have more power than Sirianni.
Right.
If you think about it, right? Because they can call shots. Sirianni, you can't say nothing.
The meme I saw is or it was like
terrible.
It was a cartoon where all the Eagles are in like a room, offense is in this room, the defense is in this room, and they're all going over their stuff. And Nick Sirianni comes in, opens the door, hey guys, just check, and everybody just gets quiet.
That's right.
And then he leaves and they start talking.
Right.
Like, come on, man, get out of here. We don't need you in here. Like, so.
But that's what it's coming. That's what it's looking like, though.
Yeah. And I look at other teams that have had success. You look at the Chiefs, like Andy Reid obviously controls their offense. So no matter who is the coordinator, like it's his offense. Belichick with his defense. When you look at sustained success in the NFL, the head coach has been leading either the offense or the defense.
Right.
So, yeah.
And he was leading the offense. And I think that's where it gets even weirder, because he was leading the offense, but now you're not. Like,
who was leading the offense when they went to the Super Bowl?
Shane Steichen.
See, so what, because I understand, like, in basketball, right? This reminds me of, like, Jason Kidd when he became the coach of the Nets, right? And, they surrounded him with veterans. Yeah. And one of them was Lawrence Frank.
Yeah.
And then he had to fire Lawrence Frank because Lawrence Frank was going behind his back saying, nah, don't listen to him, listen to me, or whatever.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's got to be going on. That's got to be going on.
But I think their situation is different. Jason Kidd was a legend as a player. Mm-hmm. We don't know who Nick Sirianni was before he was.
That's a great point.
Right?
That's a great point.
The way Jason Kidd could probably get a locker room. I mean, look what he's doing with the Mavs now. Right. The way he can grab a locker room and get those guys, hold their attention, hold their respect is different from,
than Sirianni. Right. I got you. Right. And matter of fact, and it's even more to say that, Sirianni wasn't even on Lawrence Frank's level. Because Lawrence Frank was a good coach. He was a solid coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but so basically then what you're saying though, Philadelphia Eagles, is that you still, Sirianni's a young coach that still needs to be surrounded by veterans, and that's basically what you're saying.
I think the Eagles should keep Nick Sirianni for as long as they can.
Well, that sounds that doesn't even sound like sincere.
I think it's a good model. They should keep following.
I don't know. I mean, listen. I know. Here's one thing I do know. I know they better fix it quick. Because here's the thing. We were just talking about this, okay? And I promise not no shot, but it's the truth. We were just talking about this, about how what a great time this was.
Who was just talking about this? Nobody was just talking about this. This was like 3 years ago we were talking about this.
No, but it was a great time. No, a couple of weeks ago when everybody was in the
No, you said it. You're the only one who said it. You're the only one who said it.
But now they have to right this ship because there's been some disappointment.
Yeah,
and it just can't continue.
They're not where everybody thought they were. And I think a lot of people thought they were good, not great, maybe not Super Bowl level. But right now, I'd probably put them at second, maybe third in the division.
Wow. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't think anybody's that dominant in the division.
Right.
But they could be a third place team in this division.
Right.
I mean, the way the Commanders have started, you got to put them in the conversation.
You got to put them in the mix. The Cowboys are the Cowboys. Like,
yeah.
There's only one team that's not in the mix, probably. And that's not a shot either. Like,
no, they suck though.
That's just saying, like,
Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, so would you say, and then we'll give our final thoughts on what we think the Eagles need to do. Would you say that the Eagles have severely underachieved, or they're right where they are, who we thought they were, or they have been, I don't know, we can't even go above that. They either are who they thought they are, or they severely underachieved.
I mean, I think we talked about it before the season that this was like a big year for them in terms of where they're going to take steps forward or take steps back. And we're kind of seeing, because I don't think there is a stagnant. I think you're either going forward or you're going back. And I think they've definitely taken steps backwards.
Okay. All right. What about you, Coach?
I mean, they're still 3-2, right? Like,
okay.
But this is the kind of same thing. When they were 10-1, it was an ugly 10-1.
10-1,
and you saw how they finished. And I feel like that's how they're playing right now. It's how they played when they were that 3-2, when they were that 10-1 team, where it just wasn't pretty, it wasn't clean, nothing looked good.
Yeah.
And then it caught up to them at the end of the season. And I think that's kind of the trajectory they're on right now.
So it's underachieving for you.
Yeah, underachieving. Yeah.
Same thing for you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say the same thing, which actually really means, if you think about it, right, is that there's a chance for them to improve. You know what I'm saying?
That's the counselor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sure. There's a chance for them to improve. At least we know that they could be better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, last question. Do you see it turning? Do you see the tide turning?
I don't. I just don't see what changes.
Okay. So that's it.
I just don't. I think they're going to be an average team.
Okay. Fred?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to look at their schedule more to kind of see what they're up against.
Okay.
I mean, they have a pretty easy schedule coming up here.
Well, the next couple of games, about 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they have a very favorable schedule.
Okay.
So, I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm gonna let you.
Oh man.
No, but only because, listen, you know what I mean? Like, this is. These are two teams that had expectations. It's very disappointing right now. We were out, and my brother had his Mets hat on or something. You know what I'm saying? And the guys, they said it's still too soon. It's still too soon. So, and then now you have the Eagles. I mean, it's just a tough time right now. So, how did you feel that day? I'm gonna let you.
So, when the Phillies, I didn't even watch Game 4. Didn't even watch it.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Right?
Yeah, Game 4.
Game 4.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it. I followed it on my phone, but I didn't watch it.
All right.
Like, I just kind of like saw what was coming, and it just didn't, know. But the problem I think I have with the whole thing is that there was no fight, right? And I think that is very telling of who this team is,
right?
And changes that need to be made moving forward. The Mets played to win.
Right.
Like they were there to win. They weren't there to just be happy that they, went on the run and got in the playoffs. The Mets were there to win.
Right.
And they played it. They were chippy. They were, celebrating. They were fiery. And the Phillies had none of that. You know what I mean? And when you got to take out starters because they don't have any energy in the playoffs, like
that's a big problem.
That's a problem.
That's a big
and
problem.
I think that goes to a couple of things. I think that goes one to the manager. I think it goes to the culture of the team. And that can't be allowed, that can't be accepted, and there has to be changes in this team. And I think they have to really change the culture of what they value. I think they were so big on, they call it, the vibes of the team and the locker room and all that, where I think they made some decisions that hurt them because they were worried about that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I get how you could do that. Like I see in some situations that's important, but when you're sacrificing the quality of your team for vibes and culture that don't really, obviously as it's coming out now, don't really even exist.
Right.
It's not good.
Nah, yeah. I'm gonna pass to you, Fred.
As a professional bandwagon baseball fan during the postseason,
you did say that you came alive, right?
It felt like when I was watching the Mets, I was watching the Phillies from a couple years ago.
Right.
Just their hunger, their tenacity, their we're on the road, but it doesn't matter.
Don't matter. I don't care. Right.
It felt like this group, the Phillies, this is their last run.
Right.
And it's time to either make some major changes, whether with personnel, whether with the manager. But it just felt like this was kind of it for that group.
So, I think this was a tell sign of things to come is when they played them here. When the Mets played them here earlier, was that August or something like that? Maybe late July, August or whatever. They did very well. And the Mets were streaking a little bit, okay? Then they went up to Shea and they still played very well. Phillies played well too, whatever, right? So to me, the Mets knew with confidence, they knew how to beat them. And to your point, I started watching Game 4. You stopped. You didn't watch it at all because you kind of saw the same thing. When I saw it was 1-0 and it was like the 5th, 6th inning, I said, Philly's in trouble.
Yeah.
Because that's the game the Mets want. That's what they want because they're going to strike late. Yeah. Now, to me, I felt like you guys kind of suffered a little bit like the Brewers did. And again, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna lay it down real quick. The Brewers were celebrating after hitting back-to-back home runs. They were taking selfies. They were doing all kind of stuff like they had won the game. And I said, okay. I took a picture of it. I said, you're gonna lose, and they lost. You guys got a walk-off win. You'd have thought y'all won the World Series after that.
Oh, no.
No, come on, man. Come on, let's keep it real.
No, that's
You'd
a
have thought,
walk-off win in the playoffs.
Come on.
No,
come on. You're not doing all.
100%
It was over the top. You don't think it was over the top?
I 100% disagree.
Come on.
I'm actually on the opposite side.
Okay.
That for me is what showed me that team was done. Just the way it was kind of like we had to fight to get to the. It didn't feel the same.
Because
I looked at it. I looked at it the completely opposite way.
You looked at it as they were terrible. Like, no, how did you look at it again? You looked at it as, oh, you know what? That's a wrap for them because they're celebrating this.
No, it just didn't. I can't even describe. There's no like technical term for it. It just looked like that team was done, and they were just like, all right, boom, we survived another one. It just felt like we survived.
It almost felt like we didn't get swept.
It felt like
because they would. That's how I felt.
You're putting words.
No.
I didn't say that. You're putting words. I didn't say that.
But come on,
you get what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
It felt like, all right, we survived this one.
We didn't get swept. Same thing.
No,
it's just come on.
It's a walk-off win. Every walk-off is celebrated the same.
Not like that. Not like
when
that.
When they come back to win the game, they're down 4-0?
No, 3-1.
3-1. They come back.
They went up 4-3.
They go up, then they're down, then they come back and win.
It's a crazy game.
I disagree. I just
didn't think. I think if it was the other way around, right? And the Mets had won, I don't think they're celebrating like that. I don't think they're doing
everything.
They celebrate everything.
What are you talking about?
No. Listen, first of all, I mean, we got to talk about that too because there's some poppiness that has come into the game of baseball. It's more than just the chains. Now it's everybody takes selfies when they do. They got live interviews during the game. Like, no, it's become a little poppy culture.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
They have to do that to stay relevant.
Oh, you think so? Wow, really?
Yeah. Just with the younger fans and that kind of thing, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I don't like it.
I thought baseball just kind of sold itself.
No, that's
you understand what I'm saying?
I think that's why it's been on the decline.
Oh, wow.
In terms of viewership and that kind of stuff.
Mm.
But I mean, here's what I don't think if the celebration was over the top. I see what you're saying. I don't think that. I'll tell you when I knew it was over. I don't even know what game it was. I think it was Winkler. Is that his name? Winker? You don't know his name. Sorry.
Yes, I do. When he slipped. No, he didn't.
No, that was the
Brewers. Brewers, right?
He hit the home run and stood there, right? Mm-hmm. And he didn't start running till the ball landed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody did anything about it. Nobody said anything to him. Nobody on the field. We just kept playing.
Wow.
Pete Alonso hits a home run, runs to first base, throws the bat straight up in the air, 2 steps before first base. Nobody says it. That's what all right. These guys, these guys are done.
Okay,
it's done. There's no fight.
There's no fight.
I'm not saying we gotta get ejected. I'm not even saying we gotta throw at the next guy because then somebody's getting ejected, and you gotta stay. It's a playoff game. I get that. Right. But when he's rounding those bases, somebody needs to be checking him.
Something.
Right?
Something.
If you have any fight.
Something.
But you don't have any fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I was like, it's over.
So where we go from here? You know what I'm saying? Now I know you really disagree with my theory.
Because I don't think your theory.
He went hitless.
Oh, he was bad.
He didn't have one hit.
It was bad.
Okay.
And I think the best catcher in baseball thing I think is over. But at the time he signed a contract, he was the best catcher in baseball.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, you know.
But here's the thing. I don't even think money is like the issue. Like, so when you have guys like, and you talk about the backup catcher, okay? And this is one of the reasons I think JT has regressed because the backup catcher is the vibes guy. He's terrible. Can't play. Right? No, but what I mean by that is Real Muto has to catch 160 games because this guy stinks. But we love him in the clubhouse.
Well,
that's a good point, Mark.
So I'm saying, so I'm saying, if they have a better backup that can now Real Muto has to pay 110, 120, whatever it is. Now he's a little bit more fresh, and maybe he hits the ball better.
Okay, so you're thinking it's because he gets no break.
I'm saying this is the kind of decisions that they've made that I think have hurt them.
Okay.
That's just an example.
Right, but I think everybody improves with time. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You give people chances, you give people time. So he's, you know, this backup catcher, I'm sure he sounds young, right? He's older, he's an older catcher.
Garrett Stubb, no, he's been in the league for a little while.
So that means, listen, if you're surviving in the major leagues, then you have some credibility, to the least, right? You have to have something to be a major leaguer, right?
Yeah.
And to last, you have something has to be right? But the only thing that I disagree and just a little pushback on is just the simple fact that Realmuto is getting paid, what is it, like close to
20
million a year, right? Yo,
Which
you
is
better
seventh
play.
on the team.
It don't matter. You got to play, yo. You got to play. You know what I'm saying? Because of that position. I'm telling you, like, he was the highest paid catcher in baseball, correct or not correct?
I don't know if he still is, but he's up there.
Okay, he's still up there, and now he's diminished.
For sure.
Okay, so I think that if you got rid of him while he still had value, you had other holes. You know what I'm saying? Realmuto, is he part of the problem? Yes. But was he the main problem? No. The main problem, I see it as, you don't have the pitching.
But see, that's what I don't understand, because we had the best bullpen in baseball all year.
Yeah,
so like you can say that. You can say we didn't have the pitching, but our top 4 starters you can't deny that they're very good players. Wheeler, Nola, Suarez, Sanchez.
I mean, they're players.
Right?
Yeah,
okay. They're good for your 3rd and 4th starter. Okay. Suarez was great in game 4.
He was.
Right?
He was.
Then you come back and you have 2 all-stars in your bullpen. Right? You have another guy who had before the playoffs was a 1-something ERA. You traded for a closer who was very good. Like, so up until the playoffs, the bullpen wasn't a problem.
Well, they were like James Harden.
That's fine.
See, regular season, okay. But in the playoffs, things change. Nola, like, first of all, the fact, and congratulations to him, he had a baby and everything, right? But the fact that he didn't pitch, what was it? It went Wheeler, Sanchez. They pitched Sanchez at home because they were afraid to pitch him on the road.
Because it was ERA's terrible on the road.
So they went with Nola.
Yes.
But everybody knows once Nola starts getting rocked once or twice, it's a wrap. So they was getting to him. Actually, they was hitting him hard all night. Okay? Yeah. All night. Okay? And then now game 4, all night, bro. All night.
That's pause.
That's funny. And then Suarez did pitch well.
Yeah.
He did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just
pitched well. Wheeler pitched well.
I just
the
think,
bullpen.
Yeah, I just think that sometimes you could flip a piece to me, I see, you know what, I think that these Phillies are similar to the Eagles, that it might be time to break them up. It might be time to break up the Phillies.
I think if your top guys on the Phillies do their job, we're not having this conversation.
Okay.
Trey Turner was terrible.
I was scared. I was scared when he was his last at bat. I was like, yo, he about to hit one. I really thought so.
Schwarber was bad. First 2 hits the home run.
Right.
Gets a single, doesn't get another.
Celebrating though, right?
Right.
Well, he's celebrating. Didn't he? I forget what he did. He did some type of bravadoism, flung the bat like.
I mean, it
was a first pitch home run, though, right?
Yeah, I'm doing.
It was. Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Like, I think their holes to me are at center field, left field, but I think they're gonna have to get rid of a core piece just to try to change the culture. And it's not Realmuto is not the answer.
To me, I think he's the most. He's the. You know, you can expend him. He's expendable. Anybody else? I mean, because Castellanos still got value.
I think he's the one that goes.
I think Castellanos not.
I think he had the best.
Wow, the one that even won the one game and
I think he had the best playoff. I think he's the one that goes.
I think he's the one. I don't know. Listen, you know what? At the end of the day, you know what? The Mets are moving on. What do you see the Mets doing? What do you see their ceiling being?
Losing.
Okay, because you want to see him lose.
I want to see him lose.
Okay, all right. You too, Fred?
Yeah, I'll roll with it.
Wow. Okay. My goodness.
I'm telling you, when the Phillies off, baseball turned off in my brain. I didn't.
Really, it's done.
It's
okay. And it's done for you.
I'll turn on World Series.
You gonna watch it?
World Series.
All right. Well, I know the other host, our other host, CB. He's gonna watch the Yankees because that's his number 2 team.
Right,
okay,
right.
But he might. But at the same,
you just have teams in baseball, right?
I guess you.
But his is a traditional. His a tradition.
His dad,
and whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So
still not okay.
Yeah, it's okay for me. You know what I'm saying? But listen, and please just I haven't heard from you. I don't know. I just want to make sure you're all right, bro. It's okay. Anyway, the Phillies lost. Yankees is still. Well, actually, Yankees won too. So the Yankees, they're playing. Who they're playing? The Guardians, which I'm a little nervous about because Cleveland always plays them well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm nervous about the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Ohtani, you got Betts. Now Betts seems like he's coming alive and whatever like that. So I don't know. You know what? But exciting times for New York teams, man. It's exciting times right now, right? Liberty,
Yeah.
Mets, Yankees. That's it, though.
Syracuse back.
Syracuse. Yeah.
Bills. I think the Bills won today.
Okay. All right. No, but Bills is
John's back.
Bills is a stretch.
Sorry.
Bills is a stretch. I'll admit that.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'll admit that. Bills is a stretch, but they still are in New York.
Yeah.
Now, we don't really consider that New York. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? But they still, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, listen, it's going to be exciting October, rest of October, whatever. Did you happen to, real quick, before we get into the WNBA, any basketball y'all been watching?
I watched some of the Sixers game against Minnesota.
Okay.
But it's
Preseason, right?
It's just
And it's early preseason.
it's bad basketball.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
Like, the good players are out there just trying not to get hurt.
Right.
The end of the bench guys are trying to make a name for themselves.
Right.
So it's like those two things don't mix well.
Yeah. I became a season. No, excuse me, because she corrected me. I am not a season ticket holder. I'm a partial ticket holder. I said, I thought I was in the club. I'm sorry.
She corrected that.
She checked me. You know what I'm saying? But one of the games in the package, which I told her I thought was whack, was a preseason game.
That is pretty whack.
That's whack, right?
That's
pretty
bad.
And check out, it was the first game.
The Breakers?
The New Zealand Breakers.
That can be part of that.
Yo, I think me and Naya left before halftime.
Yeah, that's bad.
I'm like, what is this? And the weird thing is, I don't know if this ever happens to you. And then I want y'all to talk about the WNBA. I remember one time I was out somewhere. Actually, I was out in New York, right? And I was standing up against the fence. And nobody is around the fence. No one. Somebody comes to the fence and they stand right by me. And in my mind, I'm like, all this space, and you want to be right next to me. Didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Didn't make sense, man. You know what I mean? And I kind of say that as when we were at the game, nobody was there.
Right.
There were some people who said, okay, I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we was like, just sit down. Sit down, yo. Just sit down, man. It was that bad, man. It was the worst. We left, like I said, we left before halftime. It was embarrassing. They I don't even know why. It must have been a favor from somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I know they try to bring those teams over, a couple times. I think they play like 2 or 3 games in the States. And
they suck, man. It's terrible. But anyway, WNBA, Liberty. First,
yeah, they're up 11 right now with 45 seconds left. But if you're looking at the other night, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Basketball is a game of runs, and that was no more prevalent than in game 1.
Yeah.
Liberty had a 15-point lead. Saw that diminish.
Yeah.
Great shot making. Breanna Stewart had a chance to win the game at the line. Went 1 for 2 for the free throw line. Missed the layup late.
Wow.
But no, overall, it's just a great game. I was telling these guys before it started, one of the best games I've seen all year.
Okay.
So just some really good basketball.
Yeah. Who do you got in there? You got Vegas or you got Is Vegas versus the
Vegas.
Liberty versus the Lynx.
The Lynx.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. So who do you have? You have the Liberty or you have?
I'm still going with the Liberty.
I'm going Liberty.
You going Liberty? All right, New York, right? New York, stand up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Yo, so no, good stuff though. Good stuff. Listen, it'd be good because the Liberty never won, right? They haven't won yet. I don't think.
Did they win with Teresa?
I feel like they won
now?
years ago.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought they never won.
Lobo and Witherspoon.
I know they lost last. What's this? And Cowboys is over.
Fred's watching the Cowboys.
Yeah. It's all right here.
I know they were lost in the finals last year. They came back on a mission this year, and they've been the best team all year. So I'm thinking they'll close it out.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what? Listen. So now, when they win, or if any WNBA team wins, and this is the last question before the final thought, is there a ticker tape parade?
It's a great question. I don't know. I know the Vegas Aces had like a party. I don't know if it was a parade.
Okay.
Have to have a parade.
They have to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you have a parade, come on, man. What happens when most people don't show up?
Come on, man. But you're going if it's in New York.
Yeah, you're in New York.
Yeah, that's me though. But
You got 3 chances at parade this
I
year.
thought New Yorkers. I thought y'all just.
well, I mean, but some people. I mean, and I hate to say this though, but some people they got that sexism thing going on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I support that, but I support going. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I support that. You know what I'm saying? Supporting these young, fabulous young ladies, whatever. But a lot of people be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I know some people that's like, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching.
Yeah, they just need to have. It just can't be like. It's got to be like come out of wherever they're coming out of, turn right, and then they're at.
Yeah, so it won't be long.
It can't be.
Okay.
It can't
So it has to be. It's
think
a
if you're gonna do
targeted
that-
route.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got to be.
You can't do that.
What do you mean?
If you're gonna do that, just don't
It's a
it's
spin
gotta
the block.
Yeah, exactly.
If you
It's a
go
spin
around
the
the
block.
corner,
It's got to be like we
Just stay here.
You know what it's
come
like?
out of here, we turn right, we go down
Yeah.
a
It's so,
quarter mile, we
Right.
turn right, and we're there.
and you don't even have like you have double decker buses. Is that what you
Yeah,
like?
yeah.
Like you're going on a tour in the city?
Yeah,
I can see that.
what you need.
Actually, I can see that. I can see
Maybe
that.
two.
I can tell you what though, if the Indiana Fever ever win a WNBA championship, it might be the biggest parade
Ever.
you've seen.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people gonna be flying in. For
Yeah, people that'll be
Yeah. Oh,
That'll be
right.
something.
For Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
in for her.
So people are her fan. People are fans of her past basketball. It may not even be about basketball.
Yeah.
It just maybe about the name, right? Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And stuff that she does. So I don't know. Anyway, listen, what we got going on? That's right, because we know we're watching some TV here. The Cowboys are actually no. They are losing 10-3. But it's early though.
Yeah, sir.
It is early. It's like 12 minutes, 30. Yeah, okay. All right.
Another red zone interception by Dak.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But you know what? What is it? They're at 3-1. No, 3. Oh, so they're past that stage, right?
Yeah, they're past
It's
it.
that. What is it?
What is it?
What is it? Getting the kinks out. It was. What was it? Come on.
Clean some things up.
Oh, cleaning some things out. There it is.
CB.
okay.
Every Eagles game, like, we just gotta clean some things
out.
up.
Right. So anyway, listen. All right, come on. Final thoughts, MB. What's good?
Final thoughts. It's getting close to that time for basketball season. I started organizing my game plan for the first couple days.
Okay.
Started putting my schedule together, meaning like practice wise, when we're going to practice early, that kind of stuff. Still looking for some scrimmages if anybody wants to scrimmage. You got to be better than us though. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm just kind of on that grind and doing that kind of stuff.
Let me ask you a question. The same thing goes for you when I get your final thought, FB. When you are, evaluating talent, you're running your practices and stuff, you're doing different lineups. Is that correct? So you have your first team, you know what I'm saying, and then you might be doing different lineups. Do the first teamers know that they're first team, or you kind of tinkle with in and out just because you're looking at maybe rotations, you're looking at matchups, you're looking at different things, or do your first teamers know, y'all first team?
So for us, up under Coach John Valori, if I could play 5 guys, I'd play 5 guys.
Okay.
So the first 5, now it's going to be a little different for us this year because we're deeper than we've been. Paused than we've been in previous years.
But even last year? I thought y'all was. I don't know. I thought y'all was pretty good last year.
No, I mean just have more guys that.
Oh, more. Okay, got you. I got you.
I don't know if we're better than we were last year.
Okay, I got
We
you.
have more guys that can play.
I got you.
So yeah, I mean, I think those guys know who they are for the most part. I mean, there's usually one or two spots that are kind of fighting for starters,
right.
thing. But for the most part, I think guys know.
Okay, guys know. Okay, how about you, Fred? Give me your final thought, and then that question about: do you tell your starters? I mean, do you tell your first team that they're first teamers, or do you kind of like let it play itself out and kind of do like maybe like a mind trick with them? Making sure that because sometimes when you first team, you can tend to dog it a little bit and kind of like BS a little bit, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like do you identify it? Do you maybe switch the lineup sometimes? Just trying to see strategy, somebody get in foul trouble. Just kind of want to know like your thoughts with that, and then also your final thought.
I think for us, we've been playing since the summer, so the guys kind of know who the guys are.
Right.
Hey, this guy's not doing this. I mean, they understand the expectations. If you don't play hard, you're playing.
Right. Gotcha.
So I don't think you really need to play. But Marcus's favorite saying, the cream rises to the top. So the guys kind of know who they are, and other guys recognize.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm sorry. Whoa.
Oh, that's a pause now.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Whoa. Wow.
That is crazy.
Wow. Okay. You say Marcus's favorite statement, the cream rises to the top. Stop that. Okay, wait. You have to clarify that.
That's my dad's.
Okay, okay. So, okay. I love it.
Yeah.
Dope. I love it. That's all I'll say. Yeah. Ooh.
My dad was definitely saying that before things were pausable.
Absolutely. Right. Before the pause was even came. Right. Absolutely. All right. So final thought.
Yeah. I walked into the gym on Monday, and I had that smell of like they just redid the floor. So it feels like basketball season.
Fresh wax
right around the corner.
Yeah.
The leaves are changing. Yeah. It's colder outside at night. Yeah. So that time of year is coming up. So I can't wait for it.
It is. And are you guys excited for? Name me something that you're excited for basketball season, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that the number one excitement right now?
That time of year is just a great time.
It is. You
got family stuff coming up.
Right, Thanksgiving.
My parents are going to be back in town. It's going to be good to spend some time with them.
Absolutely.
So it's just a great time.
It's a great time. Okay. What about you, Coach?
I mean, I think I'm more excited for my son's basketball season than I am for mine.
Got you.
But yeah, I mean, that's. Me and my wife were talking about it the other day. Like everything, she was going through her camera.
Right.
Trying to find. She's like, we don't do anything but go to sports. Like,
right.
It's just what we do.
But it's a great life, though.
It's a great life.
Great. This is just a great play right here,
great
too.
Play.
Wow.
Great job, Lawrence.
Wow. Again.
Double reverse flea flicker. Nice.
Wow. So that's good though, man. Yeah, listen, same here, man. Just it is a great time of year. I'm looking forward to the daylight savings. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that. And I think it comes on a weekend. Is it the teachers' convention weekend?
If so, that would be amazing.
You know what I mean? Like,
that would be
this November and this is like my favorite time because you got days galore. You know what I'm saying? And then once after February, I'm not really a fan of March, April, May. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
April, you usually have spring break in there.
April.
There is a long stretch where there's no days blocked off on the calendar.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
After President's Day.
It's a wrap, yo.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, listen, another great show, you know what I'm saying? Always enjoy the commentary, always enjoy the fellowship and the laughter. On behalf of, we are the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. On behalf of myself, Doc Bryce, Marcus Bullock, Fred Battie, and our other partner.
Check on.
Yeah, where are you? We're just concerned. That's all. On behalf of also Coach Bird, listen, we are the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, and we'll see you. You can't even say we'll see you next weekend. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Okay, and you'll know. Okay, I'll see y'all later.